Hello, my name is Trep the Snake and welcome to this new series of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. At the time of me making this video, the patch of Crime and Justice was just released on the public branch, and we'll start a game right now at the hardest possible difficulty. Just so you know, I also had a series running on the channel, but unfortunately I had to cancel it because I bought a new PC and was too dumb to save the game on the cloud, and I also formatted and sold the old PC, so I don't have it anymore. Thankfully you will understand, hopefully you will understand, and if you were watching it, well, I'm really sorry, but I will do my best to play that one as long as possible, you know, reach the end game with all the buildings, a nice blooming population, so we'll see. I'll do my best. So thank you for trusting me with your time. I hope you'll have a good time, and if it's your first time around here, please consider subscribing so you'll be notified of the next episode. So yes, as I said, hardest possible difficulty, no starting population, with a random map. Here we go. About the geography of the map, I think I will go with the vanilla settings. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to tell you that I have quite a bit of a cold, so I'm gonna mute myself as much as possible when I cough. I still want to record some episode. So yeah, I will mute myself so I can give you the best watching experience possible. If I do cough from time to time without muting, please forgive me. Just like that, see? Seamless, I muted myself. So yes, two river, forest, etc., everything set to vanilla setting. No building, no roads. So without further ado, I'll skip right now to the generation of the map. Okay, here we are. So I took a bit of time just to explore the map of video to spare you a bit of time, but if you take a look at the bottom right of your map, you will see here some nice coal around here, which is, I think, important for me when I start a game. I also want some oil, because I'm not very creative. When I start a new game, I usually start with the refinery to process the oil. I think it's a very good way to make money early game. If you have any other suggestion to start a game, like what kind of industry or resources exploitation you start with, please tell me in the comments. I would like to know that. But as you can see right here, we have two nice spots for oil, so we'll definitely take advantage of that. And we'll probably build our base, or city should I say, around this area. We have a nice place right here to export, import electricity. We'll start with importation and then we'll do an export. And we also have, no, we do not have any railroad, so unfortunately we'll need to probably go around here, yeah, to export the oil, the fuel, and the bitumen, most likely. So we'll have to consider that, building somewhat of a long railroad to make our income, exporting the oil, refined oil, should I say, fuel and bitumen. So without further ado, let's start this, guys. Let's pay attention to the two resource location. Like we have this one right here, and we have the other oil spot just a bit north. So let's go with pump jack, and let's try to build as many as possible. I'll reduce the map, and here we go, 83%. That's pretty cool. I'm satisfied with that. You know what? I do like to have a map kind of a... Okay, well, it's not the biggest oil spot ever, right? I can have another one at 33%, which is pretty disappointing if you ask me. Another one at 40%. Let's go at 43. And 32. I guess it's better than nothing, right? The price is relatively low. We'll have to borrow a lot of money also. You'll see that eventually. It requires quite an investment at first. Here we have a nice 90%. We won't do any better than that. And oh my god. See, I'll put one there to get a nice 70. 71. And here we'll get... it won't be 90, but at least here will be higher, because if we would have installed this pump jack at 90%, this one would have been way lower, because we would need to push him, or push it, should I say, to the west. So let's go with a nice 72%. And finally, see, here the red means I cannot build there. I mean, I won't be able to exploit anything. 34. So it gives us a total of 5 pump jack. Sorry, but as you can see, 6 pump jack, but we have a lot of low quality one. Hopefully it will worth it, but you know, a bit disappointed. I thought it would be better than that with 2 oil spots. Good news is that we have some more over there if we ever need to expand, which we'll eventually do. Now, for the pipe building, I will probably, you know, spare you that because it can be quite long and tedious to watch. And I'll be back, well, for you immediately right after this is built. Alright, here I am. So everything is built. I mean everything. The pumping system, if I could say, with the pumps and the pump jacks. If we take a look at from above, without going into the underground view, we can see that I mostly build, well, underground pumping station. I build the substation for power. Obviously the pump jack. So all the pipes are underground. If you want more details about that, you can press F3 to see what's happening underground. And you can see that I have my pump jacks that are linked to a pump. It merge, and then it's sent into a single pipe to another pump, because you do need to build pump from time to time. I'll have to pay attention here. You do have to pump the oil from time to time to increase the range of your pipes. If you don't do that, you won't be able. It will become red, the pipe itself, when you will try to construct it, and it won't work. So if it happens, build a pump station. Once again, pumping station, pipe, pumping station, pipe. Same thing here, sorry, with the 3 pump jacks. They merge, and then the 3 pump jack content will merge with the 3 other pump jack content here, and then it will be sent into 2 reservoirs. One of the reservoirs will be kind of assigned to send oil to the power plant, because our power plant will be a gas power plant. It will consume crude oil. The other one, and the excess of the first tank, will be sent to the refinery, so it can be processed into fuel and bitumen. All right, so this is what I will build now: the power plant and the refinery, and then we'll build the railroad that will allow me to export that to the custom office. I'm sorry, I wanted to press the mute button, but I missed it. Forgive me. So first of all, let's go back to the regular view and we'll take a look at the refinery, the power. I said refinery, but I meant power plant right here. We have the coal power plant and we have the gas power plant. With the oil extraction, obviously that's what we want to use. So here we go. We want a direct connection with the tank. So it's basically taking oil before the refinery. This is very important because if this power plant do not receive oil, well, we're done. Not we're done, but we won't have any power. We'll have an outage, and everything in the Republic will stop working. So you can press or hold control to disable the auto placement of pipes. It's very useful because, like I said, I will go with underground pipes if it works. Like this. And we'll have the refinery around here. Like I said, sometimes if you don't hear me talking for like 2 seconds, it's because I'm muting myself to cough. Refinery will go with the oil processing, oil refinery right here. And it seems like that could be a nice location right here. Here we go. We'll go with the underground pipe once again, like I said, to connect the tank and the refinery. These 2 tanks are connected together with a pipe, so that's fine. And now we'll need to deal with the output of the refinery. Obviously, we don't have any roads, we don't have any bus, we don't have any other infrastructure yet. We're really building the skeleton of our like starting economy and power production of our republic. So the output will be there, right? We'll need 2 more tanks, one for the bitumen and one for the fuel. Once again, we'll go with underground pipes to connect those. As far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think it doesn't matter what output you take. Like, whatever you take, it will be what you want it to be. I will basically put a filter on the tanks. So one is will be dedicated to fuel, the other for bitumen. Whatever, doesn't matter. And now what we need to do is building the train loading unloading station, if I can find it, because the new UI I'm still not very used to. If I'm not mistaken, it should be around here. Refueling, this is not what we're looking for, because we'll go with the railroad electric station. Ah, here it is. Oil fuel loading and unloading. This is what we're looking for. We want the 2 reservoirs to be linked with that. So here we go. Just like that. Once again, pipes. Underground ideally. as far as I know, we don't need any pumps, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm not wrong. It's something I tend to forget all the time. Easy to adjust if it's the case, alright? So here we go with the pipes that allow me to bring the fuel and the bitumen to the eventual train. And that's what we'll need to do right now. Building the railroad. We'll go with the electrified railway so I don't have to fuel the train. And like I said, we don't have any railroad access here at the custom office. This is the point where you export what you want to sell. I will need to go there instead. And I just realized that maybe I don't have any gravel spots. Oh, I'm blessed. All right, cool. Never mind. So those little patches here allow you to exploit gravel, which is absolutely, well, I would say fundamental. So here we go. Oh, I might have made a mistake here. I'll start from the railroad loading unloading station. I don't know if there's a way to snap it to a grid. If you know that, I'm pressing shift, I'm pressing control. It doesn't really work. I can zoom out. That's kind of my best bet right here. Seems okay, right? $100,000. Like I said, I will need to borrow a crap load of money, guys. Okay. And hey, it looks good to me. No, I don't like that little nasty turn. Let's try to make that better. See? I did it again, right? Which means I need to make that a bit further. One more. Oh, what is it? That's weird, right? Okay, that's better. Is it? Hopefully you will forgive me, guys, but I think it's fine. I did forget something important. I will solve that like real quick. You probably noticed it if you're familiar with the electrical system for a railroad. We need this right here. The railroad electric connection that will allow us to power our system, our railroad system. Hopefully it's aligned. Kind of difficult to tell, right? And let's go with the railroad right here. Excellent, 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 excellent. We need to power that. Not ready to do that just yet, but we'll still build the infrastructure required to do so, which means probably I'm wondering where I put the substation. Basically, the yellow line means everything that is touched by a yellow line will be electrified, will be powered. But I do have to be strategic about where I put the yellow triangle, because at first the power will come from the border, we'll import it, but eventually it will come from the power station, right? So I guess going with a neutral position would be a better idea right now. You know, like just like this. Yeah, hopefully it won't be in the way of any road. That is good. Now, I'm not really able to tell the shape, if I could say, of my electrical network yet. I will take a look at something real quick. Okay, we can see that we have 2 big power connection and 4 small, right? One thing you can do, if you feel you need more, because remember, all substations will require one of those connection, you can use what we call a medium voltage switch. It's basically a splitter, like a hub, you know, USB hub. You can send one in one of those, and it will give you an additional output, if I could say. So, could start with something like this, you know, and just add some to give me more possibility. But like I said, at first our power will come from here. So let's do it. Let's do it in the proper order. We'll go with a high voltage wire, 18 megawatt. Might be overkill. I'm not very sure, but I won't take any chance. That's something I always having trouble to figure out. It doesn't look good, right? What about the underground one? 12 megawatts. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm not sure. I feel like it will be fine. Will it though? Nobody knows. I'm sorry. I do need to connect that here. So, by the way, I'll build it here, and I might go with a power transformer, which allow us to convert it as a small, like medium power. So hear me out. I'm gonna add a power switch, which is a hub for the bigger poles, like this. I'll go with the underground wire, connect all of those together, and then this gives me a lot of those little small power. And tell me it's a medium one. Please tell me it's a medium one. It seems like... Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So now this will be powered, all right? The railroad will be powered. That is a great news. And then we continue bringing the power, routing the power back to the Republic. Just like this. And I'm even tempted to use this to bring some power over there, but I don't think it's a good idea. I'll probably build another high voltage switch right here. And then add a power transformer to give me more flexibility in the power routing. What do you think about that? Like this. And now we can take the medium underground wire and connect this right here. And see, it wasn't the... Where is it? My substation that I was building. I don't even remember where it was. It's somewhere around here. That's the one, right? Yeah. See, I didn't really place it at the proper location. So I'm gonna remove it. And I'm gonna invert it. Right here. And that makes more sense, I think. Now, about the high voltage, we'll need to connect that to the... Oh no! Okay, if you... I did rebind my key, so it's not the same for you, but you can basically press button like to raise it or lower it. In my case, it's O and bracket since I'm a lefty, so I assume it's Q and E. Alright, remember that if you need to cross underground wire. There we go. And that's it. This is connected to the central. I think that should work. The only thing we need to do now, I mean, the only thing, one of the things we need to do right now is to power the pump, right? Remember that. I already did part of the work right here. We just need to basically connect this. Now, it will be tempting to connect it to the power station, right? But it won't work at first. So what I will do is, and I think it will work, get a power switch like that. Which means that it will be able to take power from the border, because it will be connected to the border, but also it will be connected to the power plant. So eventually when we'll produce our own power, that will work. And this needs to be connected to the power switch right here. As far as I know, and maybe you guys saw some mistakes there, but I think that my power for what I've built so far works. Now, we have a railroad, right? That's great, but we don't have a train depot. So let's build that so we can build or buy ourselves a train. Like this. Connect the railroad. Giving ourselves some space because a train can be long, which means that it makes sense to go with the further one. There we go. Train station. That is good. Right now, I think we have all the required infrastructure to exploit oil, produce power, and export the refined products, which, like I said, are bitumen and fuel. Very good income source. I have no idea I'm recording since how much time, so I guess I'll continue blindly, and hopefully the episode won't be too long. We'll need to have road access to those two tanks, right? And I'm gonna just skip the time. My money is going way down, as you can see, way down, because I'm building like major stuff. I will have to borrow a lot of money. You will see. This is taking a lot of time. Right now we are auto-building everything, so we buy the resources, we pay the workforce. It takes a huge amount of money. Eventually we'll produce the steel, we'll produce the mechanical component, we'll have our own people working, so it will be possible, and that's what's so wonderful about that game, to build everything without paying a single cent. But right now I have 1 ruble. That's how you say it, right? Ruble. Ruble, ruble. I think it's ruble. I'm not sure. But the Russian money, right? In French, I do speak French. I'm from Quebec. I say ruble. So we do need to borrow money. For that, we go to economy and trade right here on the left panel. And I'm not messing around here. Obviously, I will pay interest a bit more, but I won't have to really worry about it. Let's go with 5 years, 2 million. Boom. That's a start. Meanwhile, I'm still paused, but meanwhile, we'll need, like I said, a road access here, because since we have our own bitumen and our own fuel, we'll be able to use that. Instead of purchasing the fuel that we need to fuel our trucks, to fuel the gas station, instead of buying bitumen to use it to construct road, to make asphalt, we'll be able to use our own. So we'll be saving money with that. That is great. Let's make sure. I think we're gonna build the town around here, right? There's a lake around there. I could go here, but we'll have the pump jack. I don't like it. So we're gonna have a road right here. I'm wondering if I should go with an asphalt road. I'm not really sure. It's kind of costly. So I think I won't do that for that road. That will be relatively secondary, right? So here it is. We'll have like an access to those tanks. And we'll bring the road around there. I want my town to be around here. Now, I forgot something. You might have realized what I missed. I did, well, first of all, I forgot to, not I forgot, but I didn't build a road to have access to those different industries, but I also don't have any bus station, right? So I will do that right now. And since it will be a very, very used road, for this one, I do think I will go with asphalt, right? So bus station, first of all, just like this. And see, we have like pedestrian path that will be able to reach those two industries, so we don't need a road over there. I can simply go with the pedestrian right here. And tell me, oh yeah, it worked. All right, it worked. I can even remove that part right here. So people will be able to disembark from the bus and go on foot to work over there. Let's go with a regular road, asphalt road. I could also have like an access if I need oil for whatever reason. I mean, I can do it. Not that it's needed, but it would be there, you know? And already I'm reconsidering something here. That can stay dirt road, which is slower. If I go there, it's maximum 35 km per hour. And the asphalt road allow me to go to, well, allow my vehicles to go at 110. So, you know what? I think I will already upgrade this one. Instead build, it will be very costly. But at least it will be done. I'm wondering, like, the further it is, the more distance my vehicles have to cover, right? Okay. That should be enough. We also want something that makes pollution that we didn't build yet, right? Pollution is something very important. It can basically kill your population. So everything that produces pollution, you need to build it relatively far away from your town. We'll need heating plant. And I'll go with a large one. I mean, I won't go with a small one, should I say. I will go with a regular one. And it has to be close to that bus station here so they can work together. That seems right. $55,000, but it will be a bit more actually. Here we go. And then we'll need to bring power to the village around here. We can do that a bit later. For a start, I think we'll need to have something like, I don't know, 3 to 4 flats. These one. Let's go with this. We'll incline them a bit, just so it looks not too bad. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll try to connect all of that with a pedestrian path. Here we go, just like this. And all the services that the citizen need will be on the right side. I don't know the best way of doing it, but that's generally how I deal with that. If we go with the services here, we'll need an hospital, we'll need a kindergarten, we'll need a school, a university, orphanage. I'm not sure how it works, it's new. I will have to figure that out. Or you can also write about it in the comment if you want. We'll need an hospital, like I said, an university, Eventually, you know, crime and justice stuff, but not at the beginning. There is some kind of grace period at first. People won't be criminals straight away. We'll need also stores, you know, that kind of stuff. So let's start with hospital. Now, I'm not a big mod user, but I do use some building mods. I don't feel like it makes sense to have a huge hospital, because the only hospital you have at first without mods are kind of... it's not... Okay, I think it's too bad actually. I thought it was bigger than that. Still, the university is like very big, and there's a way to have a smaller one in the mod. Like if I go to university, for example, I usually use the technical university, which is more reasonable than the big one. But yeah, let's go with a big clinic, I guess. We'll start with that. Oh, we'll probably need a road access though, right? Okay, so I'll make sure that the road are on the right. Hopefully. We'll go with the technical university, like I said. No road on this, which is interesting. That's good. Then kindergarten. Kindergarten is the opposite. If some of the buildings in the vanilla version are too big, the kindergarten are too small. So I usually like to use that big one, because when you bring immigrants to your town, eventually we'll have a baby boom, because they arrive, they settle, and then they make kids all at the same time, because they all arrive at the same time, right? And your kindergarten is full and people cannot go to work because of that. So very important to have, I think, a big kindergarten. It looks better than having like multiple small ones. Here we go. Let's go with school. Just like this. We'll need a fire station when I think about it. Somewhere like close to the other bus station. I like it. Well, we need a road, right? It's a goddamn fire station. Sorry for my language. There we go. We'll need power probably around here. I'm not sure if I have power that reach those places. Same for here. So the store is the other thing we'll need. We'll probably go with a small shopping center. Basically, what they need, the citizens, is food, electronics, and clothes, and also meat. So let's go with that. I'll let myself space for a road, I think. We'll also expand the pedestrian path, just like this, connect this together. And we said store. A pub might be cool. Now, I've heard about the pub being bad for the health, but it's good for the morale, right? We're no monster, we want them to enjoy themselves, so is there a way to... Oh, look at this. That's great, right? Not sure I will be able to deliver alcohol because there's no road, but for now it will do. Nice pub right in front of your house. What do you think of that? We want something else, which is probably some like aesthetical stuff. It does contribute to increase the loyalty of your citizen, which is very important. They are less prone to flee when you take care of them like that. So a statue, a fountain, that is good. We'll add trees eventually. It's not something that really matter for now. I feel like I'm forgetting a million things, guys. Oh, a cinema for culture, very important. Can probably build that around here. A nice little path that will connect the main. Oh, whew. I was afraid it wouldn't work. A cinema. We want sport also. Sports can be connected around here. If you hear my cat, I'm very sorry. He can be a bit annoying sometimes, but he's a cool cat. And once again, we'll need to expand the path. Now, I'm concerned about this building population at the top not being able to reach the pool, the swimming pool. This is a swimming pool, by the way. We built a cinema here. Sorry, I think I didn't even mention it. Bad video maker trap. Bad content creator. But yeah, this is a swimming pool. We also had a soccer field and a cinema. Very good for the happiness of your population, which is very, very important to satisfy if you, like I said, don't want them to have a lower productivity when they do work. We need a bus station. Very, very, absolutely essential, actually. We want all those people to be able to go to work. And I feel like this is probably a good location. It's central. It's connected with... yeah, it's connected with everything. Right here. And the bus will come get them. It will bring them to work, blah, blah, blah. Everything works. Now we need to deal with power and heating. Let's start with heating first. Heating means that you need heat exchangers like that. All the red wire, well, red line connecting to a building means that it will be heated, which is what we want, right? So let's go with... I don't want it to be in the way, guys, but the range is quite far. Okay, you know what? I'll go with this. I'm satisfied with that. Obviously, if I build on the southern portion, it will be out of reach, but I can always build a new one, right? There we go. Underground wire. Underground pipe, should I say. That need to be connected to the, like right here, actually. Am I building the underground one? Yes, I am. Okay. And that will work. This will be heated. And now power, like I said. Substation. Good news is that everything is connected. If I build it here, I'll need a new one here relatively soon on the southern portion. But right now, this is connecting to everybody, correct? Yes. Okay. So, if I want to make my life easier, what I can do is simply reach the switch over there. And I'll do that, I think. Because I want to make my life easier. Why wouldn't I, right? Here we go. This should be connected. Now, we want plenty of other things, but we'll go with a bus. Not a bus, but a depot. A road depot. There we go. So we can build vehicles. We can buy vehicles like buses and stuff like this. I do not think it needs to be powered, but I'm not sure. I don't think it really matters. A gas station will be very important. Probably like on the middle of the road, actually. So if a vehicle needs to fuel, worst case scenario, it will be like on one of the extreme of the road, which makes it, I think, a safer bet for them to go fuel. Because when they're out of fuel, they go very slow. Okay, so I know I forgot a lot of stuff, guys. I'm sure I did. But we'll borrow a lot of money right now. Oh, no, we did. Sorry. And we'll accelerate the time to see how it goes. Look at this. We'll auto-import citizen, which maybe wasn't a good idea to do that yet because my colony is not ready. My colony. My, not playing Rimworld here. My Republic is not really ready. So these guys, they're ready. I'm going to build... Sorry, I will buy a few bus. I like these ones because they are fast. They can take advantage of the asphalt road. And they can carry up to 40 passengers. So we'll build... Why do I say build? Not yet. I'm gonna buy 3 of those. And now it's very simple. You need to create a path for them by clicking the blue plus right here. And you select the different destination. The bus station, the bus platform at my, like, town. And the bus stop on in my industrial district, if I could say. And then if you don't want to do that for every vehicle, you can press copy schedule to another vehicle. Click on them in your train depot or vehicle depot. And here we go. Now, start, and they will, as you can see, go on the road to get people already waiting probably at the... No. Okay, water, power supply. Already waiting at the bus platform, but they're not. What I need to do, and I forgot to do, is import. Import power. Everything is connected, but we don't have any power. And you can see right now that I'm using some, which is a great news. Oh, okay. First problem, do you see? This bus station is not connected to anything because the road here doesn't reach my pedestrian path. So we'll need to solve that like immediately. It's top priority. I'm not sure if that worked. Does it? No, it doesn't. So that doesn't work. I will need to do something better than that. I know it looks like it's connecting, but I don't think it is. Which means that I will probably need to remove that road right here. And connect. Hopefully. Here we. It looks disgusting, I am aware. But at least like everything is connected. 236 meters from the last residential building. Here we go, we have workers waiting to, well, guess what? Going to work. But oh, this looks disgusting, guys. I will need to do something about that, right? Maybe I can do something about it already. Nah. Well, that's something I can work on later. So here we go. I'll make sure to be able to... Sorry. I'll make sure to be able to auto-import coal, because right now we are not producing any. We are not delivering any coal to that heating plant, which means it won't work even if I have workers. So make sure to always have 4 tons of coal in that building. The further it is from the border, the more expensive it will be to import resources. It's not cool to import resources. You want to supply them. That's the goal of the game. If you produce them, it costs you nothing. Yet. Nada. I can do the same thing with the oil if I have like a shortage. But as we can see right now, and that's the beauty of what I did, the oil is getting pumped, right? Look at this. 6.07 tons of oil per day. Here we have 3.15. Here we have 2.38. 2.54, it's very low, by the way. 5.28, okay. And 5.20, all right, that's good, that's good. So the power plant is ready. Unfortunately, we don't have any road there. Road connection for fire truck ambulance is required. I didn't think about that. Your friend Trev didn't think about that, guys. What will I do? I can connect it like around here. The problem is that... Yeah, okay, I will. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay, we'll correct that right here. Should be relatively easy. Might not look great for now, but at least it will be connected, right? And then we go with the path, we connect that together. And here we go. Now it is connected. We still have no worker, but that's a matter of time. Road. We'll build a train, guys. We'll buy a train. With an electric locomotive, we'll go with the expensive one. 137 tons, 3105 kilowatt. And now we need cargo wagon. And everything we'll be transporting will be either oil, well, most likely bitumen and fuel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not sure. And once again, we need to create a path from the custom office to the loading unloading station right there. Now you might be wondering, Trap, why aren't you starting with the loading station, since you have no reason to go to the custom house first? The reason is that my railroad system is built in a way which might not be the most intelligent ever. It won't be able to reach the loading station first. It will have to do like a 180 degrees, right? It will need to go to the custom house and then come back. I can do that manually. I can let the train go there and then make him do a 180. It's kind of weird, but that's how it is. And it's not really the fault of the game. It's me not being intelligent enough to have built it the other way around. Oh. Okay, it's working. Now, I will tell that little dude here, first of all, to not load at the custom house, to unload. And I will tell him to load here, right? Very important. And I will tell him, wait until loaded. So it doesn't, travel to the custom house if it has like 2 liters of fuel in his tank, in his cargo. Here I will go with store bitumen, and here I will go with store fuel in those 2 tanks. Because you cannot mix liquid. Excellent. Do we have like workers? Yes, we do. 40 workers. Look at this, guys. Look at this. The refinery is ready. That's great. I'm probably gonna reimburse some... Okay, they are automatically being dispatched to different industries. I don't need that many people working, I think. Let's not mess with that. 30 is a lot, though. Let's go with 15. We'll monitor what we need in e-thing production. And here we go. We're producing power, guys. And now that means that instead of importing, we can go to export, right? Am I right? Potential capacity problem. Oh, well, 2.51 out of 2.50. Are you kidding me? Oh, is that a problem? Well, hopefully, I think it's fine, right? I need to lower the number of people in the kindergarten. Probably need to lower the people in the cinema. Oh, no. In the cinema, we don't have a lot of people going to the cinema. Same with the shopping center. The indoor pool don't need tons of people either. Same thing with the university. We'll monitor that, but I just don't want to have everybody working there and having nobody free to work in the power plant. You know what I mean? So that's very important. Road connection for fire truck ambulance is required. Uh-oh. Let's build ambulances. 5 per million time. And let's connect that. Ah, that's better, right? And what we want to do is making sure that there is a path. Like, okay, they will go there, right? Should be fine. Might be a detour. I do think the ambulance can use the path. As far as I know. We're producing power, heating, should I say? Everything is fine on that particular aspect. So, producing heating, that's great. Producing power, and we are refining it. Look at this: bitumen, fuel, and oh, I forgot about the train, but he's on his way to the custom house with nada. That's normal. He will be able to get some back when he will be at the fuel loading unloading station. So that's a start, right? What do you think? We have a nice industry going on for us. We have, you know, a starting town. I probably forgot some stuff that we'll work on the next episode, but I'm quite satisfied about what I did so far. Let me think what you know. Let me know what you think. I'm getting tired, I think. And I'll make sure to release an episode soon. My goal is to have 2 to 3 episodes a week. I know it might not be a lot, but that's my goal of like all my series. So if I start a new series of another game in parallel, it's possible that I will have 1 to 2 only episodes of this one every week. But you know, we'll see. That's a minimum I'm setting to myself. I don't want that to feel like to be a pressure for me. I decided to stream on Twitch 4 days instead of 6 to have a bit more rest. So I don't want to, you know, work more, but just on YouTube. And yeah, I stream, by the way, on Twitch 4 days a week. So make sure to visit Trev the Snake on Twitch to follow me if you want to see live content. It will not be that game, most likely, but I do stream these days Valheim, which is a wonderful game. If you don't know what it is, pay me a visit. If you play it or watch it and you like it, well, pay me a visit. So thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourself. See you next time.